Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Game Chat. I'm Chris, and with me today we have Jake,
Hey.
we have Kate,
Hey.
and we have Corey.
Hello.
And today we're talking all about Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Requiem, and what we think about it. We'll start off non-spoilery until we run out of stuff to talk about before we can get into spoilers, which I can't imagine will be that long, to be fair. But first we'll go around like the room and do our like overall thoughts on it. Like how long it took you to finish, etc., and what you played it on. So Corey, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I really like the game. I think what they've clearly tried to do here is blend the old style of Resident Evil with the new style of Resident Evil, and kind of get a bit of an in between with the two characters in the game. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I do think that Resident Evil 4, the remake, is better. Whether that's just because of nostalgia reasons, and I really love Resident Evil 4 maybe, and again Resident Evil 2, similar sort of situation, but I still think it is a really good game. I think I prefer it to 7.
Yeah. What about 8?
I don't know.
Really?
I think it might be on par with 8. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I liked Village. I played it a few times.
I enjoyed Village.
But yeah, good game. A good entry to the Resident Evil franchise for sure.
You play it on PC?
I played it on PC, yes.
How did it look visually?
Fantastic. It's one like with
the ray tracing and all that.
It's path tracing on PC. The way I played it, so it is. It's like the best of the best of what it can look like. There were times playing that game where it was just photoreal. Like
I remember you took the picture at the start, and it literally looked like a photo.
It literally looks like a photo. Like the graphics on it are insane when you get to like high-end PC territory.
I think their engine always looks good. Even on like console, it looked good.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
it looked fantastic and it ran really well. So there's no complaints there whatsoever, to be honest.
Apparently it runs really well on Switch.
That's
on the
insane.
Switch too, yeah. It's really like
that's a sentence I never thought of.
The optimization there is really good. I'm impressed with the game overall. I'm impressed with the game. I can't go into too much detail without getting into spoiler territory.
How long did it take you?
It took me 11 hours and 20 minutes to complete the game. Which I think everyone's averaging out about 12.
Yeah.
On the first playthrough anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
I played it on PlayStation 5. It took me 10 hours, 10 minutes, 28 seconds to finish it. And I thought I was slow. Like, I thought that was long for me personally, the amount of times I would like, walk around just looking at things. I enjoyed the game. It is a good game.
There's a but here.
I didn't play 7 and 8. Not my vibe. But on like the few days leading up to it, I saw that it was like getting like 10 out of 10s, and people were like, this is like one of the best Resident Evil games ever, and I feel like I just had like very high expectations, and then when I finished it I was like, that was alright to be fair, yeah? And then like I kept seeing everyone being like, this is one of the best games ever, and I'm like, I'm not quite there on it. Like, it was a good game. It's not Resident Evil 4. Okay. Nothing.
Where would you rank
Nothing will ever be original Resident Evil 4.
Where would you rank it in the Resident Evils?
Oh, that's a hard question. You can't ask me that question.
Or at least like the remake ones. Like the more recent ones.
2, 3 and 4 remake.
Yeah, and then like include 7 and 8.
Most of you play 7 and 8,
yeah, but obviously
not my.
Yeah.
I watched you guys play them, but they're not for me.
So is it better than?
I do not care about Ethan. He's probably.
So it's not better than 4 remake.
No.
Is it better than 2 remake?
No.
So it's literally.
But it's better than 3 remake. I don't get a question. Yeah.
It's
obviously better than 3 remake.
the 2 hours it took.
3 remake isn't bad. It's just short.
It's just short.
The original game was short, so I don't know what you were expecting.
Where does it sit for you then, Core?
Huh?
Where does it sit for you in terms of like? 4 remake's better. Because I think you just said that.
I think 4 remake is better, and I think 2 remake is just about better.
Yeah.
Just about better. But it might be as well because it was the first of this new style of Resident Evil that came out in that thing, and it's like it gave a very good impression early on. Going back and playing 2 now, I might change my mind on that, but it's still I know for a fact it's a very good game.
Okay, as you didn't like the horror style of 7 and 8, how did you feel about Grace's stuff?
No,
Did This is just because it's Ethan.
No.
Yeah, Ethan.
The reason I didn't vibe with 7 or 8 was they weren't attached enough to the story that we'd been following for like 25 years plus like 30 years now, and I was just like putting like a newspaper clipping in it and being like, oh, there's this woman from Outbreak Falls wrote this newspaper. It's like, that's not enough for me. And I know like 8 now is extremely relevant with like the toys to
It does tie it all up. Yeah.
but like 7 to me was like they were making a game and at the last minute someone was like, this we could put Resident Evil on this box, and people were like, yeah, sorted. So I was like, nah.
I do get
Not
that.
7 did feel like that.
I do get that. It was a complete refresh.
Yeah, so I was like,
Look,
no.
you could have called it something different from Resident Evil.
But the residents were evil.
But then the only one where the residents were evil, yeah.
So like, I watched you play it. I remember
Did
watching
you?
you,
Okay,
I
yeah.
watched you play it,
That's
and I was
funny.
like, okay. And then when 8, like all the press for 8, I was just like, this is just not Resident Evil 4. So I watched you play 8,
Yeah.
and then when they were like,
8 was more Resi than 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
do you
Especially
think-
in the style of.
Like
What
gameplay
we
wise.
Yeah, when you go around the castle
Yeah.
doing the collecting stuff and
Mm.
Yeah.
I get
And it obviously had more connections as well because it actually had Chris.
Yeah, but again, like, that wasn't really connected to the story apart from Chris. Until you get to the last room, it's like, oh, Mother and Miranda and
Yeah, yeah,
Destiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The room where it just dropped all
Yeah.
the information
Yeah,
about
when you
everything flat on the
play
table,
Chris,
like,
yeah, it's like this is the Lord of Room.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I was like, if this is what Resident Evil's going to be now, I guess I'm retired. But it's okay. It's okay. We're back.
But you could say the same about Resident Evil 4 when that came out. You could have took everything out of Resident Evil 4.
But that's the best game ever
I
created.
know what you're saying, but it had so little to do with anything that Resident Evil had to do before that, other than the fact that they just dumped Leon in it.
Yeah.
It wasn't Resident Evil.
But here's the thing,
Which is
Corey.
great.
But here's the thing, Corey. I was young then, so I wasn't that deep in the lore. But now it's like 25 years plus, and they're like, we're not going to carry on with the story that you've been waiting to see for like X amount of years. It's just like Mr. Moldman's coming in, and I was like,
No,
wow,
I get it.
wow. And Resident Evil was the best game ever made.
That was Disney.
Yeah, got a bit of
It's
fluff.
got a lot of fluff all over you.
How about you, Jake?
I was keeping that. That was my friend.
How about you, Jake?
yeah, I kind of agree with Katie on most points, to be honest. It was a great game. Was it the best Resident Evil game ever? No. Like, I enjoyed it. I don't really get why everyone's like, oh, this is the best game to ever come out. Like, I don't quite get that.
Yeah.
At the time it came out, it was the best game that came out the year. This year.
Yeah.
I mean, probably still is. at the time.
We're only like 3 months in, Chris. It's not that
No, that's not bad. Like
I'd
it's not
say
hard-
I enjoyed it more than Village, but less than 2 Remake.
Yeah.
I think this. A lot of people have jumped to the bandwagon with this one because it's the first one that's had a proper connection to the old games in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Aside from the remakes, which are set stories already, this is the first continuation of the story since, God forbid, Resident Evil 6. Like, it's been a very long
Yeah,
time.
Resident Evil 6, I think it's done what they wanted to do
Yeah.
with Resi 6.
a
a lot
better.
better.
Yeah.
I'm like Resident Evil 6.
Oh,
I enjoyed it.
I was like, I've got to speak my truth. I know Resident Evil 6. I'm sorry. You know what? No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Me and Jake shared the
That was great. That was great.
And I thought,
Other than certain aspects to
Hold on,
it.
I
Certain
want to test my theory.
social
When 5
aspects.
came out first,
Yes.
did you play it in co-op?
I
Can't remember.
Okay.
God, I would have
think-
played it when it first came out. Probably not. Probably not.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, is your theory
My
that people
theory-
that play in co-op think it's good?
Yeah.
And the people that didn't play in co-op
To be
think
fair,
it's bad?
anything in co-op is better.
Agreed.
Usually.
Agreed.
But no, probably not, to be honest. No, probably not.
But you have played in co-op since.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah.
That
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
makes it better.
Yeah.
It makes 6 better though. The co-op aspect. Just saying.
Mm.
That was still a bad game.
What came out first? Resident Evil 6 or Revelations 2 came out after 6, didn't it?
Revelation 2 is one of the best Resident Evil games
Yeah.
ever.
And that's slightly more connected than like 7 and Village. So I guess that would be the last
Got your
one.
mans
Yeah.
in.
I was going to say, 7 should have been about Barrett.
I do say this game would have been called Revelations if Revelations wasn't called Revelations.
You have to come up
Because
with
it had a
different
lot of that going on.
You have to come up with a different R name.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool, yeah. So that's everyone's thoughts.
No, I haven't given mine.
No, yeah. Nobody needs yours. It's all the important people's thoughts.
You're
Go on,
the
yeah.
you don't get it.
Like I said,
You ask the questions, you don't answer them.
it's a great game. I do slightly agree with Kate in the fact that it's not the best Resi game. It's still high up there, but I think it's very strong in the first half of the game, and then it has some weak moments in the middle, and then gets stronger again at the end. I think there is like a pacing issue in the game, which we'll get into more detail on later.
Yeah, with the spoilers, yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. I think there is one half of the gameplay that I prefer to the other as well.
Okay.
Like heavily.
Without spoilers.
You're going to have a cursed opinion on this, I know you are.
Yeah.
Without spoilers, the best way to describe this game is Grace is playing Resident Evil, Leon's playing Devil May Cry. That's the best.
Like literally, like some of that.
Yeah.
It's in a game. We talk about gameplay, not a story. So it's not really spoilers, but some of the shit you can do with Leon is ridiculous.
Listen, you
Like-
know, as you can, look, you guys can't see, but my Leon wall over there.
What the hell, bro?
He's my favourite game character ever.
It's like, when did Resident Evil become Dynasty
But-
Warriors? What's going on?
Like hard cutting from Grace, doing like oh my god, this is so scary to him, and then every time you make the cut back to him, he's just on increasing levels of like BS. And he's just doing these more random things, and I'm like, this feels weird even for me.
I have quickly though. How long did it take you, Jane?
About 10 hours, I think.
Yeah, I'm right about the same. You played on PlayStation, didn't you?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. I just realised we missed that. But in terms of Leon, he can do all these flips and shit, right? But not in the gameplay. So like,
He's old now.
why are we not giving him a dodge? Jill had a dodge in 3.
Well, why would you dodge when you can parry?
No, but
Yeah.
like,
I never thought I'd agree with you.
say in I won't say what it is, but in the boss fight right at the end, when there's a certain like thing being thrown at you, he's just dodging like this. Just walking to the side to get out of the way of it. Like, he should be able to roll. I think.
Jill's a
If he's doing
star.
flips everywhere else in the cutscenes, why not?
Jill's a star, and Leon was a police officer, so the stars received
No, but-
the
But we
dodge
know he
training,
can do it.
but the cops
But we
didn't.
know he can do it.
He
He shouldn't
chooses-
be do it.
but
He chooses
but-
not to in the boss
He got
fight,
special
so he
training
can
after
walk
that.
around.
It's all Max.
Yeah.
Leon isn't the cop that he was. He got special forces training after Resident Evil 2.
Yeah,
But that's still
he still should be able to move out.
But-
No, he missed
Dodge
the dodge.
was star.
Yeah, he missed that class.
Yeah.
That's what he would have done if he'd have got to Raccoon City a day earlier.
Yeah.
Can't he dodge in 6 though?
I can't remember.
I don't.
That's
do-
how my memory
Not
that game
bad.
is.
I don't do things like that. I'm terrible. I never dodge.
The fact is, he knows a dodge, but then because his shit can parry cars, he doesn't need to dodge.
But not that attacking. You can't parry that. Apparently. But yeah, I mean, what do you want to? We'll talk about general gameplay. Grace's gameplay.
Yeah, we'll go through both. Yeah.
Wasted.
Wasted.
Wasted, really?
Yeah.
All
that's
of
the strongest bit of the game.
that. No, but like, like I'm not saying wasted. Like that's not a compliment. Like all her mechanics and like the blood collecting and the things that she can do, they're prevalent at the start of the game. And then by the time you get to the next big open world bit as Grace, it's like, I don't need any of this. Because there's a new thing that comes into play that helps with certain enemies in that place.
Yeah.
So, like, everything you've done, everything that you have collected up in your little storage box, it's like, well, you don't need any of that anymore.
Yeah.
It should have been
Yeah.
like, these mechanics should have carried through and they should have remained relevant. But they didn't.
I agree. I think Grace could have done with... She had 2 big zones in this game. She could have done with a 3rd big zone. I thought at some point we were going to hit... actually, no, I won't say anything. But she could have done with a 3rd big zone in this game. I thought she could have... Yeah, basically.
I think her, like... you played it in first person.
I played Grace in first person. Yeah, I played recommended for both.
What, you guys played third?
Third for both.
I tried to play...
Grace in third person?
I started off
No way.
as it was recommended, but it was giving me a bit of motion. I couldn't.
Okay, yeah, the FMV is really low.
It was making me feel really weird, and I was like,
You know what it is? It's when they're walking, they're doing this on
Yeah.
screen.
And it's because the FOV is where you're looking at actually like that much of your actual perceivable vision. They do it on purpose to make it scarier, but it does.
Which
make
does work.
it
It is scary.
I put the dot on the screen. I had the dot on the screen from the beginning because I thought that would help, but it was making me feel sick, and I was like, I need to be able to see the character model.
But watching Kate play in third person, I will say, does make it considerably less scary.
But you can see around corners and stuff as
You
well.
can see everything coming. You know if a zombie's going to jump out on you because you can literally see.
That's
it.
not a problem with me because I'm dead inside. So
Yeah.
like,
I was, to be
Yeah.
fair, I started it on first person and I just didn't find it scary, so I just changed it because I prefer third person.
Fair enough.
they're trapped in there with me.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
not
supposed
the
to be
other way
a threat.
around. Like, yeah, but like Leon's like for taking zombies out, but I control Leon, so it's me doing that. I can do it with grace. Give me a knife. That's all I need.
Yeah.
As long as I've got those little knives you can forge.
Are we getting into spoiler stuff now?
Not yet.
Not
Well, we
yet,
can
okay.
in terms of like gameplay and stuff, we can talk about the stuff that they basically released in trailers, like the early stuff.
Yeah, and the differences in gameplay.
Yeah.
So she's obviously the more survival horror aspect
Yeah.
of the game, whereas Leon is very, very action-like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
More so than like way more than 4, more so
Yeah.
than even 5, to be honest.
100%. It becomes a Hollywood action movie.
He's very bombastic.
when it comes to Leon.
And he's got all like the massive set pieces,
Yeah.
and which makes sense.
That was
Particularly
one of
animals.
my biggest pet peeves about I'm not even going to call them stalker enemies because they did not stalk,
Yeah.
but like the girl and Chunk and those type of enemies, they weren't treated like Mr. X or Nemesis who followed you. You could really tell like
They were on a path.
they were scripted and they were put
Yeah.
were put there to make you think, oh, I can't go that way, I've got to go this way, or like to give you like a little jump scare or whatever. And that just felt
But
really...
if you just hide around the corner and let them walk past you, you can
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
the thing, like when you realise like then that this is the set piece, you just know that if you just stay still, that will go away. So there's no like, it's not a problem because they're not going to do anything other than walk past you or make you go back
They
and
weren't
forth.
enemies, they just turned into puzzles, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think
That's what I
a
was
lot of
waiting.
that first Grace area, I think the majority of enemies were just puzzles. Like, there's different ways around. Once you know that, because they have the zombies have them. This is
Personalities.
put in the trailers and stuff, so it's not really a spoiler. The zombies have the personalities from before, like, you know, the one that's cleaning, the one that's turning off the lights,
Switches, yeah.
the singing ones.
I love the singing.
The
ones,
guy
it's
with
beautiful.
the medical thing
Yeah,
that reacts to sound.
Reacts to sound, which is really useful when you're trying to take out the singing.
I didn't realise that was a thing until I got him to kill somebody else by accident.
Yeah,
and I got an achievement.
yeah.
I was like, yo, what just happened?
But like that you can use to your advantage, and I think that's really cool as Grace, because obviously you're very limited on ammo and stuff like that.
At the start, anyway.
Yeah. So like using those
It's
little
like
like,
when you meet when you're sucking off every single angle.
Yeah. That's what I thought when I got to the 10 hours. I thought that was long because as Grace, I literally was like doing a round, putting in the storage box, doing another round, putting in the storage box, like retracing my steps over and over again to the point where I was like, I'm spending too long on this. So when I got to the end and it was 10 hours, I was like, oh, that's so long.
Yeah.
and then like you guys were like, oh, it's like 12 hours.
I don't think we play these games like normal people play these games.
No.
Because I had so many resources. I had like over 10 of those full heals in the storage locker.
Yeah.
So much extra ammo in it because I'd maxed out one stack of ammo. I was like, I'm not going to carry around more than one stack
Exactly,
of ammo. So I had all extra in my.
I only carry like one healing. I only
Yeah.
heal when the game's like, if you get hit one more time, you need to heal.
Yeah.
That's only when I heal.
Yeah.
I don't think I died as Grace.
Did I die as Grace? I don't think I died as Grace.
No, I only died as Leon once.
Yeah, I died as Leon once. Comical, so I'll get onto that later. No, I didn't. I got low on health a couple of times, but like it was just basically get back to your storage box to get one of the many heals that I've stored.
Yeah. So
And
many
then heal
heals.
yourself. I think the hospital, like at the start,
Yeah, the clinic. Yeah.
it's very well designed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I always think like with Resi games, the interiors are really well designed, and they seem very much like escape rooms in a way.
But they said specifically it was designed by the same person that made Spencer Mansion.
Yeah.
So that it was you're going in there with the intention of this being some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That meme that's like, I'm waiting to clock off work, but my boss has got to bring the 3 like
Yeah.
3 things to get into the door. I hate working here.
The only thing I didn't really like about that section is there was a lot of you need 3 things to
Yeah.
go. It felt like a Lego game at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But that's not even that section.
But
That's the
as
whole
that-
game.
Yeah.
I feel that's always been a staple in
Resident Evil.
games.
Sometimes they mix up the number and you need 4.
It's like get a specific key with a butterfly on
In the old
it.
Vintage key, yeah, you get the armor key, you
But
get
what
the
I will
helmet
say,
key.
lack of puzzles in this game.
Yeah.
No, not really, unless you count the zombies as puzzles, I guess. There's
Oh,
really a
actual
lack of
puzzles.
actual
Not,
puzzles.
not go here, get this. Actual
Apart
puzzles.
from the one
Yeah.
on the to get the one of the pieces
Yeah.
with the moon star sun thing.
Mhm.
That was the only puzzle I can think of in that
The
entire
big
game.
puzzle,
Which was the big puzzle?
the final puzzle.
I'm blanking
And that's
on
the
this.
name of it. The final.
Oh, have you not? Do you not know about the final puzzle?
Oh yeah. I know about
I did one or two parts of it by accident, not knowing it was going to be something
the
else.
secret thing, where you're picking up random parts that you don't know what they're used for.
Yeah.
until
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
I haven't done it myself, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
But
I haven't done it myself. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't completed it
Nathan's
myself.
done it.
Who has?
Nathan. He wanted
Really?
to play them the game.
Nathan Platinum's
Oh,
every Resident
yeah.
Evil game. Salute him.
But overall, just lack of puzzles, which I thought was weird for a Resi game because
Mhm.
there's normally a lot more than that. I think.
Yeah, there's probably a couple of puzzles. Yeah.
There's no time for puzzles when you gotta hit people with an axe.
I thought we'd
Great.
I thought we'd spend longer
Yeah.
in that area
Mm.
because
Yeah,
they
but-
showed it up, and I thought like this is like Spencer Mansion. This is a big environment
Mm.
where we're going to be basically here for like a majority of the game. And then we kind of just left, and I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I really like that area. That's probably the best area of the game.
The clinic.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think there's any area that even gets anywhere near close to that level
Mm.
of like well designed, like interesting enemies.
Yeah.
Because every single enemy was interesting because they had their own little quirk.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
it was like new
Yeah.
for Resi. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about Leon's gameplay before we get into spoilers.
Yeah.
Because we're edging it.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah.
Leon's gameplay,
Amazing.
I enjoyed.
Loved
If anything, a little bit too easy for me. I thought.
It was clearly meant to be easier
Yeah.
than Grace's gameplay and way more actiony. You are Mr. Gunman with big gunman.
It was about the axe. I
And
love
it's all very good.
It's,
Yeah.
it's all about the finishing moves for,
Yeah.
for Leon. And
Yeah.
that's what we
Every
all
time you pull trigger and he does something, I'm there like,
Mm.
this is so cool. I love him so much.
You can definitely see his Dante roots coming out.
Yeah. But yeah, one thing. That's what I said to you, wasn't it? I was like, you can tell these cut from the same cloth.
But I liked at the beginning at the start when what I thought was really cool with the chainsaw stuff, like like shooting the chainsaw and like out of his hand and it just going everywhere and it can chop off zombies' legs.
Yeah.
It even hurt you, to be fair. But then they pick it up and they're all going everywhere with it. I thought that was really cool as well. Yeah. But then it was harder for me to pick up the fucking chainsaw than them.
But could you keep
Yeah.
spinning around?
I'm trying to get it so it actually gets the
Splash
expert so I can pick it up.
Yeah.
And the other zombie's just like.
Yeah.
Like
What the hell, bro?
But yeah, Leon's gameplay is just it's basically 4, but just
Faster.
it's 4 on cocaine.
It is
Yeah.
for one speed. It is for sure. It is for sure. Yeah.
I thought there'd be more of the sort of like I wouldn't even say it's a mechanic, but like the sort of like I thought that they would factor into each other's gameplay a lot more. So I thought it'd be like you'd come to somewhere with Grace and you'd be like, oh, I can't access this, so then you'd need to like switch to Leon, clear that path for her, and then
Like Rev 2.
and like the
Yeah.
same sort of way, like maybe Leon would come up against something and he'd be like, well, I don't
They
know what
only
to do
really
with
did
this.
that one or
Yeah,
twice in the-
but I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that was going to be like the whole game was
Yeah.
going to work off of these two people having very, very different skill sets, and that's how they were going to bring them together.
I feel like I didn't play as Grace as much as I thought I would.
See, at the start of the game,
No, yeah.
I thought it was the
swaps.
other way around.
Yeah.
Where I was like, when we eventually played as Leon at the start,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, well, I've basically cleared the whole area as Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing now as Leon? It was like a tiny bit.
Mhm.
Because obviously, I imagine they expect people to not necessarily kill the zombies as Grace.
Yeah.
Get through what you need to get with her section and then kill them all with Leon.
Leon,
Yeah.
I think that's what they expect
Yeah,
you to do.
that is not how.
But that's not how the majority of us did it, I guess.
even all the big enemies, everyone was dead.
Yeah.
Everyone was dead.
So like, I suppose that because like obviously there's certain things you can only access with Leon.
Mm.
Those little wardrobe things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
like,
worked so hard on the animation. Thank you very much. Thank you.
so like, literally, I was just walking around the house getting all the wardrobes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
having no
And
one to
everything
like
else, yeah.
absolutely like just walking past all the dead bodies. I didn't think that it was cool that all the dead bodies and blood and everything persisted across the whole
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
bit. So even if you walk past it, so all the stuff you did earlier, all the blood's on the wall and stuff. I think that was really cool.
Especially when you use the hemolytic injectors, and they literally
explode.
But,
I heard that like on like the day before I was listening to some like things to know before you start, because I always listen to those videos. It was like the singers are the hardest enemies in the game. Do not kill them if you don't have to. So I avoided her with Grace, and then as soon as I got to the end, I was like, right, I'll try and kill her now. I literally walked up to her, and it was like press R2, and he literally got the axe out and just cut her head clean off, and I was like, oh, excuse me, sir.
I guess hard to deal with Grace unless you get the guy with the thing to absolute smack her one.
The way like the people on these videos were talking was like these singers were going to be like nemesis level bosses.
Yeah.
Like they were like, because I didn't watch the videos. I only listened to them at work, so I couldn't see the visuals. So I was like, oh my god, what are these singers? Like, what are these going to be? And then when I figured it out, I was like, oh, okay.
And I had to kill them because I was like, I killed one. As Grace, and then it dropped a coin. I was like, well, I'm going to have to kill the other one.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I need these bloody coins.
I had so many coins left over, and I was like, oh, well, maybe there'll be something to do with them later on in the game. And there was there.
Did you get the coin off the
piano?
The
roulette table.
Yeah.
See, I thought you could get all three because it lands on 3 letters, and if you shoot 3 numbers, and if you shoot them, and then it comes and gets you. So I did it for the first time. I wasted so much ammo to get it on the other ones, and I was
did you not just
save? Just save. Anytime you do anything like that, you just save first, just in case.
Yeah. But the singing zombie, I literally just the one who didn't like noise. The other zombie, I just literally got him to come follow me to where she was, and then he just attacked her because she was singing.
Oh.
But I didn't get the achievement though because I also shot her at the same time. So my bullet must have killed
her. You got the final shot. Yeah.
And I was like, oh. But that's what I liked about that little bit, because you could use them to your advantage and it was useful. And I thought that was cool. I just kept him alive, killing most zombies, to be honest. I think he was the only one left alive by the time Leon got around there.
It's cool on the first playthrough, but when you know it, then you're just going to blitz through that section like nobody's business.
Well, people have finished this game in 1 hour and 50 minutes now.
Absolutely
crazy.
Sprint through it.
I don't know how they do that.
It'd be good to get like a randomizer so all the items end up in different places. All the other games have that. Yeah. So it'd be good to get that.
Should we move on to spoilers now?
Yeah, we're going to have to. There's no one else ready to go.
Yeah. But overall, great game.
Unless we want to talk about his Porsche.
Yes.
The Porsche, he never damaged.
Had not been, as soon as they announced that, I remember watching the Game Awards and I was like, Porsche has never laid eyes on this map. Porsche does not know how he treats his vehicle. They blatantly put that in the contract.
They made a TikTok about that, remember? The one I showed you.
Yeah, we watched it on
Actual
YouTube.
Porsche made a TikTok saying, "What should we trust this guy with our car?" Or whatever.
It's definitely in the contract that he was. Remember when Bugatti was like, Leon's going to drive our new bike in the new movie, and me and you were like, oh no. And it took like 0.5 seconds for him to like yeet off of it.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
But yeah, spoilers. I mean, do you want to just go from the start to the
we'll just go from the beginning. So yeah, starting off where she's you first see her, she's working for the FBI, and she gets
worst FBI agent in the fucking world.
He's a data analysis.
And also, why is the boss sending her?
She's essentially their admin lady.
Why is the boss sending her in there with no backup?
Yeah.
A gun with 5 bullets. What you do?
It's meant. So she's going to a hotel that's been burned down. Basically.
Data analysis job is not out in the field.
It's not a field job. I think there's probably some bullshit happening in the background there because of the what they call
the people running the government.
The collection.
Yeah. I was thinking this guy's the real bad guy.
But yeah, so she gets sent, and then shit occurs. Basically, this hotel is the hotel where her mother died, who is Melissa Ashcroft from the
Outbreak Files.
Yeah.
From the Outbreak games. Yeah.
That's a blast from her past.
Yeah. And then she gets there, and shit starts popping off. Basically, so she finds a bunch of stuff regarding herself. So loads of pictures and everything, and
if I find a bed full of pictures,
you're not immediately leaving.
I'm leaving. I'm not staying around.
Immediately leaving,
and I'm not sitting on the floor having a flashback for fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah. And it all goes from there. Really, the game starts and you get attacked by the first zombie, which is a cop. You don't find out why he's a zombie yet, but you do very soon. You find some hidden stuff that your mother left around in the hotel. Has been there for the last, how long is it? 2 games, I think? 16 years for that.
To be honest.
How many years?
Well, no,
10 years,
it's behind the picture.
It's behind a picture. You didn't get
famously fireproof.
The fire didn't actually destroy that much.
No,
from the looks of it, to be honest with you. And then you make your way upstairs to meet. Is it Victor?
Yeah.
Victor Gideon.
Victor
I've seen so much weird stuff about him online. It's really
When you say
disturbing.
weird stuff, do you mean like
Yeah.
first posts?
Well, like we'll play
Bad,
stuff.
I don't understand.
And worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
I woke up at midnight to play this, and when I got to him,
Idiot.
I messaged you and Nathan in a private group, and I was like, "There's this man in this game. I don't know. We're all gonna see some stuff, and I'm not ready." Because how tall he was.
And he
When I
does
realised how
make
tall
you
he was, I was
Yeah,
like,
I did think it was
no.
funny how he's walking around in the snakeskin.
Yeah.
It's like,
Drip.
Drip,
is that
yeah.
going to be like a callback to Resi 1 that's from the snake?
From the giant snake. I mean, to get on that big,
You
it
never
probably have to be, yeah.
Um,
And he tells her that she's something special, and then just basically knocks her out and takes her. Yeah.
I almost want to jump ahead on the something special thing. She's not really that special.
She's not
No.
special. No, we're getting some
Some girl.
spoilers. She's just some girl. She's Spencer's atonement, basically. So he spent all his time fucking up these other little girls that he cloned, and then
Oh yeah.
basically she's the final clone, but he didn't do anything to her.
Except he must have given her LPs. He must have,
Why?
because she didn't
She gets bit like.
get bits.
Oh yeah,
of
man,
cards.
if you shit, then yeah. No, she did. Did she get canonically bit at
Yeah,
any point?
at the start by the cop.
Okay, okay.
There's no way she would.
But yeah, I guess then,
Must have
yeah.
got that.
But she's not. She doesn't have anything like at one
She's not
point.
virus.
So
that's all right.
What Zeno thinks that she's got the code. Doesn't have the code. Did anyone else think that the code is going to be Requiem at any point?
No.
I thought it was going to be Hope.
Oh, no, it was her.
Because
Because
how would they know the name of Leon's gun?
She's like destroy or...
Hope.
Oh,
No,
okay.
she typed in hope when
Oh,
I
okay.
pressed her.
I know like one of them's destroy, and then yeah.
But because I'm like autistic,
Hmm.
as soon as they said the word Elpis, I was
Yeah.
like, the password's going to be hope because she's a Greek goddess of
She's
hope.
like the personification.
So I
of
want to
hope,
know
yeah.
how this like world-spanning like organisation
Organisation.
controls
You're gonna
government.
look up what Alpins
Never
means on
once thought,
Google.
what is Elpis?
Who's
The
literally
Greek goddess
standing,
of hope.
standing in the same building as all this man's notes, like...
Great is my hope.
I'm so sorry.
I think it was because they had one chance to do it.
And they were
Even
too
still.
scared.
Yeah, and if you fuck it up,
If you,
that's it.
it's gone. Yeah, if you find out if you do the destroying,
Yeah, which I did.
which I did as well.
Yeah.
I did the destroying, and then the shit happened from that. So like, it all starts falling apart, and he shoots Leon on the head, and it just ends. I was like, that was a bit abrupt. Let's go do the other ending. Oh yeah, okay, this is the actual
Can you
ending.
imagine if you did get the choice and that was like, you pick an ending and that's your ending?
Mm. If you
I
do the
found
destroy
out
ending, he
yes.
goes, "You want to go back and do it
Yeah.
again?" He was like, "Okay,"
So
but if you
know
do
it's
the
the
other
wrong
ending,
one. Yeah.
if you do the hope ending,
You
he
don't
doesn't
get-
do that.
Yeah.
I'd seen the endings
Yeah.
beforehand, and I was like, I really hope Katie picks the good ending first.
Yeah, it should be the-
That like I had people that like kind of sort of know me, like message me on Facebook to be like, "Are you okay? Did Leon survive? Was it okay?" Because like,
Yeah.
like everyone was like, "If Leon dies, this is it for Katie." Like,
Were you never concerned? Because he's sick. We all know that from the like trailers
I
anyway.
feel
but,
like I had so much blind faith because I was like, I need Leon. It's very important to me that Leon survives. So I feel like I had blind faith that Capcom would not do us like that.
Do you know what? Share hope.
Yeah, I did. And you know what, Chris? I was rewarded, but like at the end when he was like started coughing and stuff, I'm like, no, don't do this.
Yeah,
Do you reckon they've got Elpis now?
No,
And no, it was just a one injection, one for him and one for Sherry.
No, because they must have one. Everyone else
Well,
who's
they-
in,
they've
like
got
Jill must have it because
Well, yeah, and
so
yeah,
they need to give it
and
to
Claire.
and
Yeah.
Claire.
but then how will they
And
carry?
anyone
How
else.
would they carry the game on if they all have magic cure-alls for every?
Yeah.
Every
Well,
player?
that is my problem.
they don't. They only have it. Elpis only cures the T virus aspect of the.
Oh,
No,
okay.
didn't they say it cures every virus?
No,
That's what
it's
they
just the
said.
T virus stuff. It was just and the derivatives of the T
So
virus.
that's just so yeah, but so what they're gonna do?
Well, they can't do that because there's no more
That's what I'm
fucking
saying,
heal.
yeah.
Game over. But no, it's just all the BOWs that are created as part of the from the T virus.
Hmm.
Elpis cures. It wasn't every single one, and because Umbrella's not involved.
So
in
we
every
got it
single
won't
one.
work with the last Plagueis, actually.
No, the
They
last Plagueis
attached
got
to the
nothing.
nervous
They're a
system.
parasite.
Yeah.
That's got
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
to do with
of
T
course,
virus.
yeah.
Yeah, same with the goo. Some of the
So it just solves the T
The
virus properly.
metabolism or whatever it's called.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it gets rid of all the zombie invasions and everything like that, and not all the I don't know if it works on the G and the C virus because they're derivatives.
Yeah.
But definitely the T virus. Yeah,
Interesting that they've basically taken the zombies out of Resident Evil now.
yeah. But the zombies been out of Resident Evil forever.
Yeah, but like, that's my favourite.
What's the last game that you had that had Resident Evil T-Virus zombies in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like,
but
they had the remakes, but other than the remakes,
it's 6 of zombies.
60, but that was a C-Virus.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a better C-Virus.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 5 was...
You're not-
4 and 5 were
Parasites.
Parasites.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the T-Virus is like original stuff.
Yeah, I suppose.
And then you got like the tyrants and stuff as
I
well.
prefer normal zombies. But I say that, I prefer normal zombies. I prefer the zombies that start this game, which have personalities. I think that's cool.
What did you think of all the callbacks and stuff then? So obviously we went back to we went back to
They
the
need-
RPD,
They
went back to
should have.
Raccoon
They should
City.
have doubled down on it.
I think they should have done more.
They should have done a lot more in that section of
Yeah.
him going to places and having more like flashbacks and stuff.
That's my problem with the game. I think that section, the big open world section with Leon, I think is the worst part of the game. I think it's boring. I think the level design isn't as good as it should be. I think obviously going from enemies that
that
have
big bit.
personalities and stuff to enemies that are just normal
Generic
zombies.
zombies.
And what specifically, every now and then you get one with a gun. Like it's
Yeah.
not. It's not
Yeah.
as interesting. We've done that all before. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I know it's like a throwback and stuff, but it's just like, oh, these are easy. These are easy to kill, and
As
they're
you're
boring.
just running through the ruins of
And I
Raccoon
think,
City,
like,
yeah. Getting to the little
again-
bases, yeah.
It's collect these 3 things.
Yeah.
And then I think that bit for me just went really, really long.
Yeah,
the bit
'cause
before,
the 3 things were like quite far away from each other. and
Yeah,
it was a bit.
yeah,
It was long because
dragged.
it was long.
And I know it's
I enjoyed
blowing
it,
up Raccoon
I
City,
won't lie, I
but
enjoyed it.
it's just
And is that,
the contrast between the interior design in any of the sections of this game and then the exterior design was just all.
I get what you said. I wish that part was shorter and the police
Yeah.
station bit was
Longer.
Yeah,
longer.
because the police station,
Yeah,
even though it
yeah.
was like bombed and shit, still was interesting inside.
Yeah,
Whereas the outside area just looked shit, and it kind of gave me Resi 5 vibes, which I was.
well, it was bombed to shit, like a
Yeah.
giant fireball.
But like, I
Retcon
don't know,
the nuke.
but
Yeah,
they could design it better in a way. I don't know,
Mm.
just
And
make it a bit more interesting.
No callback to Ada, which I'm really shocked
No,
at.
Yeah.
Like, how
Yeah.
how
Except
did,
for some of the lines he says that
Mm.
of stuff
Yeah.
that she said in the past.
yeah, but like I thought she was gonna like show up. Like
We thought lots of people were going to show up.
Yeah.
But I was surprised that
We've
giant
not had
girl
the story
wasn't
DLC
Lisa.
yet.
Like,
True.
Yeah,
there,
Lisa
well,
Trevor.
there was no Lisa Trevor,
mm,
which I thought there would be. I thought that Grace was going to go back to Spencer Mansion at some point.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I'd like to see
that would have
that
been good.
afterwards. I'm surprised about that,
Yeah.
unless they do that with Chris later.
Well, they'll do Resident 1 remake, so
Yeah,
you'll get that.
The assets that they've got from like the first half of this game basically is most of the work done
Yeah.
Yeah.
to remake
Just
Resident
recolour
Evil.
it to like, instead of
So-
being bright and blue
Yeah.
and white, it would just be like mahogany and brown.
It's how like they made 3 so quickly after making 2 because all
Yeah.
the assets were basically
very
there.
quickly, and we finished it quickly.
Yeah.
And they also.
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I liked the bit before the open world Leon bit. I liked, so I liked the spider bit.
Yeah.
Corey, I imagine you didn't like. The
Oh,
spider.
that's fine. No, no
You
problem.
don't like spiders?
Yeah, no, it's all right.
When it, like the cutscene was
It
like,
was scary though.
him, like walking around, I was seeing these spider webs, and I was like, "That's a big ass spider web.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of spiders make it?" Oh,
Oh.
yeah. And I never told Nathan that, and he was like, "That was exactly the thought process that I went
I
through."
was surprised they fell straight into that. That's like the first thing you do,
Yeah.
I reckon.
I went into it. I saw the spider webs. I was playing it in here. I went into Kate in the other room. I was like, nope. I
That
can't
bit
deal with
got
this.
me on. Did you know that you had the 2 buildings next to each other?
Yeah.
Mm.
I was like, I'll go to the further away one first, and then work my way back.
Was that the one with the spider
And that was the one with the spider in it.
Yeah.
You couldn't get back there for fucking ages, and I was
Yeah.
like,
But I really enjoyed that spider fight. Cool. Surprised there was only really one big spider.
All the
I think
little
there
buggers
only
would piss me
Yeah.
off.
yeah, when they
So
throw
they
out
had-
little
yeah,
ones,
little
jump on your face.
babies.
Yeah. That they took out most of my ammo, to be honest.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Why
So
don't
you
you
go
just-
into the open area with
why don't
barely
you
any
just throw a
ammo.
grenade out?
I only had a few.
I barely use grenades.
Same.
I only use them for
To
those
be fair,
spots.
I forget grenades were in my ass.
So,
I don't, you know the double grenades? I don't think I used a single one for the
I know I do.
I used
Just
one
stay
against
on
a bunch of
inventory.
zombies. And then I like the stuff after the open world bit with the obviously the RPD, and then did anyone find Tofu, by the way?
I didn't
I
see
heard him, but I
Tofu,
didn't see him.
I heard him went round the corner and he's there just walking across like this, shot him in the head, and then he runs away.
That's crazy.
But
The best bit of the open world bit with Leon though is you get there and they fucking start, they give you a point system.
Yeah.
They give you a basically a style system. You're like, bro, this is
Don't
everything's
make
dead.
right.
Everything is dead. Like you've just cause genocide within
Yeah, I
Raccoon
don't know
City
if I like.
by giving me this
It felt
system.
like Call of Duty, you get points and then getting unlocks.
Mm.
I don't know. Call of Duty fired it for me, and I'm like,
I loved it. It was great. And then just upgrading.
I did upgrade it.
Everything was fully upgraded.
Same.
Everything was fully. Nothing survived in that game.
It was so annoying though, because you like when I got to that bit, I was like, think of all the people I've just killed in that last area, like in the hospital, and none of them counted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really annoying.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They should have like retroactively given you the points.
Didn't really need them because I was still.
You didn't, because like you know when you get to that bit where you'd like drop down underground,
Yeah.
and all them zombies come out the water and they want you to just run.
I was just
and
about
I
to
was
say
like,
this. I'm cashing in.
I got onto like the little bit where they couldn't jump over, and I waited for them, and I shot them. Oh, I was like, this is all the points. This is all the
This is
points.
great.
I like the Mr. X coming back. Well,
Mr. White.
Mr. Y, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was cool. That's the bit that I died at because he
The
literally.
helicopter bullshit when it comes to the wall.
No.
That's what killed me.
That killed me.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was.
I just ran backwards. I was like, that's not. I don't want that touching me.
As soon as we walked into like the library looking room, it hit me. I was like, Tyrant's gonna be here.
Mhm.
Tyrant's gonna. And then when he kind of got in, I was like, God's sake, bro.
It was a cool little throwback when he was chasing you through the RPD. I like that. But then the big fight at the end is when he killed me. When he's like, he got me in like a cutscene thing, grabbed me, and then just ripped me in half.
Wow. You don't know it, Chris. Jeez.
Graphic. Like you had like intermittent
Yeah.
all of that.
Oh, no.
I've seen online a bunch of That's pretty horrific.
But that's the only time I died. Really. No, I might have died.
I died in the bit on the roof with the mortars because I was just looking around trying to see where I was being shot from, and I just died. And I was like,
I
"Oh, no,
I know Leon's an old geezer at this point, but he needs to get up a bit faster because I got mortared. And then I'm getting up, and as I get up, I get mortared again. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, Leon, there's a building.
Back from
an
carrying
inch
the
away,
footage
getting
on.
it.
the virus syndrome or whatever
Yeah.
it was called."
Yes, but he's going to die if you don't get up quicker.
I'm surprised that Sherry was getting messed up by that as well.
Well, she was there.
Yeah, I know she was there, but she's also superhuman.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I feel like after
That's a
6
good
they've
point.
never addressed that again.
No,
I was
never.
just like, no, just don't worry about it.
Yeah, literally.
About 20
We're in
minutes,
the shed,
he'll turn into
isn't it?
something, you'll see.
Yeah, replacing Peyton Hunnigan's job.
I like the motorcycle thing. That was next one.
The motorcycle section.
Motorcycle
I
section
liked
was
the bit
fun.
where you had to ride up the building like Crazy Frog.
That's so stupid.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
hard.
So stupid. That building was fully vertical.
They really leaned into like the anime inspiration behind Leo.
yeah.
That
Sure.
was the first
Yeah.
bit that made me think, like the bit on the highway with like the dogs. He does that in Vendetta. So you're like, okay, yeah. Yeah, like it's a bit much, but like yeah. And then as soon as he started like driving up the bike, I was like, "This is Devil May Cry. This is something that Dante would do." Like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, it's like, and then every time you cut back to Grace, she's like, "I'm so scared." And you come back to Leon, he's like, "I'm gonna drive up this building." Come back to Leon, it's like, "I'm gonna parry a car with my knife," and it's like the scale up is just. It's a little bit too much.
It is a different game.
Yeah.
I would like a version. I wonder if we could add this at some point or something. But where you do all of the Grey sections first, and then you do all of the Leon sections second, rather than switching between the two. Like they
Like
did
a
in
scenario A, scenario B.
yeah. Like they did it in Alan Wake, where you could play it in what order you wanted to play it in. That would be good.
I think that when they made 2 remake, I think the opposite. Like I think the 2 remake shouldn't have had scenarios. They should have just
been like
cut
this.
between each game.
Mm.
But I feel like
But they are different
the
scenarios.
bit that they are, but like one of them is not canon. So
Yeah.
why are we playing it? The bit that you know, like the big open world Leon bit, they could have cut some grace in between
Yeah.
to kind of break it up.
Yeah, I agree.
That might have
That
helped
bit
it.
just felt like the longest bit in the game. And
Yeah.
I just wanted to... And I feel like you barely got any story in that bit as well. So it's
Yeah.
like... I was like, I want to know what's going on. But I just had to keep doing all this
The only
bullshit.
part of that bit that I really liked was the petrol station.
Yeah, that bit was interesting.
And I liked the bit where you're in the skyscraper that's kind of on its side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you shoot
that
at
was-
the glass.
that was
Yeah,
cool.
That was
See,
cool.
they had interesting mechanics in those bits. The other bits were just like, just go off and shoot.
Just kill
shoot
it.
people.
Yeah, just
Things
gonna
like
kill
that.
everything.
I do kind of wish the dogs were kind of involved in the actual RPD as well,
Mm.
because obviously that would have been a throwback to when the dogs were in
Mm.
police
the police station. So I think they missed a trick with that.
There was only like one zombie in the PlayStation.
Yeah, the same guy that's been there
The
since
vending
2.
machine zombie, yeah.
The vending, and he's considerably thinner.
It's been a while, Chris. Okay.
Still ain't got that chocolate out there. What was after? Oh, then it was going down to the.
Yeah.
Was it Grace? When do we get Grace back in this, man? Like,
It's when they're in the Ark and Leon's like,
yeah.
I'm stuck.
It's after they.
The
Yeah.
Leon section's like well long.
Yeah.
And then you get the plants down the.
Yeah, you're going down and you get plant
Yeah.
47.
I
That was cool.
did not see the plant.
Mm.
Like, I was in the bus, and you know, like, the, like, tendril comes through the bus like that.
Yeah.
So there's me looking out the window like, oh god, it's plant like 40 whatever. And then I turned back and its thing was just there and I was like, oh damn.
When I first saw the tendril, I was like, when the fuck did they get the goo back? What the hell? I thought, how have they got the mushrooms in this game? How did that even work? Because it looked very similar to the stuff from Village and 7. And then you saw the big flower come out, so okay, no, this is like 47.
He should have had more dialogue. He should have had more like flashbacks. Like,
I thought you meant the plant. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe the plant.
Plant
43,
43.
Yeah, maybe he could have had. I don't know, Chris. I don't know his life. He's been there a long time.
Yeah.
It's just like he was just walking around and he's just seeing all this stuff, and it's like he should have had more to say. There should have been more going on to it.
He's not talking to anyone else, he's himself. I suppose it's show, I guess.
But and like I feel like they try and like when they eventually meet like after that bit, he's like, oh, like I couldn't save anyone back then, but like I can save you now. So he's like got the survivor's guilt.
The
But it's
She's
Sheriff.
he did.
Yeah.
She's got the survivor's guilt of like her mom and the things that have happened to the children, and it's like that would have been a good like thing all the way through the game that would have connected them more, but they just didn't. They just didn't mesh them in as well as they could have.
No, I get that. It does feel like two games. These two sides of the game were made separately and then
Put together at the
put
end.
together
Yeah.
rather than like made together. If you know what I mean.
Mm.
It did feel a bit.
But that's the point, because they wanted to have a bit for everyone who enjoyed the different parts.
Which I think is the right way to go.
Yeah, well, the Resident Evil has diverged in genre to such a point now that it is two different games.
But now you have doing this in this game. I think what is good is you've got the survival horror side of it, going back to its roots basically, and then you've got the Hollywood action film style.
What they could have done to make it a bit more solidified to make Grace's stuff seem more dangerous. They could have had Grace have actually different enemies that were just more dangerous than your typical zombies.
Yeah.
Because having Grace having so much difficulty and fear over these zombies, and then having Leon just blitz through the exact same people, which I know is like a power fantasy thing in the game, but they
He's one of the superheroes of the.
but it's like they're both still human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They could have given Grace like actual like BOWs to deal with as opposed to
she had the
normal
girl
zombies.
Chunk.
Yeah, she had those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were like to fight as Leon because they were all dead by the time I got to him. To be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. Just, I get what you mean. Like, they could have given her harder stuff.
Yeah, the stuff exists within the Resident Evil franchise to do that. Like they could have given her a pop-up as her enemy. That would have changed it up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Or having like, Mr. X type.
Look at the
He's
dude,
just
Mr.
following
X.
her around.
Look, he's in the game.
Yeah, that would have been. I get why they saved that for Leon.
Yeah, definitely.
That makes more sense.
Definitely.
But like having something like
or
that.
just Victor, you know,
Yeah.
you find out that he's a nemesis.
Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah.
That was when Leon looks at him and he's like, "Oh, you're a nemesis." I'm like, "Bro,
Look at him.
what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, come on, Capcom."
This is just fan. Like this is just.
It's
like,
fan fiction. It
fan fiction
literally
again.
is. It is fan fiction.
Yeah, but
Fan service or
you
whatever.
know what though? You're enjoying it.
I loved it. I was like, yeah, let's fuck it up.
Leon's like, "Oh, this must be a nemesis that I've heard so much
No,
about."
but like the thing is, he hasn't even fought a nemesis. How does he know what nemesis looks like? Unless
didn't deal
someone's
with
shown
Resident
him
Evil.
stuff.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah. It's been a very long time. Like they would have, and him and Chris are like they know each other. They're friends. Like,
Are
they
they?
would-
I don't think they are.
I think they're friends.
I don't think
they
they are
have barbecues and shit.
I think
that Resi does give me that vibe. Where after all this, I imagine them. You know, like in Fast and Furious when they go and have that fucking barbecue, and they're all about family. That's what I imagine Resi being like.
How have we got so
no,
far
you've worked
into
for
this?
the DSO for years, so we might have seen a nemesis somewhere else.
True. Yeah.
How have we got so far into talking about spoilers, Chris, and you haven't talked about your mans?
Oh, Zemo.
Zeno.
What's his
Xeno,
name?
yeah.
Wesker wielded from G.
Xeno. Fucking
Not Wesker.
but also could be Wesker. Who knows?
I was so convinced.
So that was Wesker.
No, I thought he was going to be like a body built to Harry Spencer's consciousness, and I thought
Yeah.
like he
But
looked
then
like
Spencer ended up being a
he,
good guy.
he looked like I thought he
Well,
looked like
not too
Wesker to kind of like throw people off.
Mm.
Mm.
And then he got to the game, and at the end of the game, and they were just like,
But then they gave him
He's like, you're nothing but an imitation.
they gave him literally Wesker powers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's literally
like,
there, Matrix dodging
like,
the bullet.
Yeah.
I'm talking of like when the door opened and we saw him, like you know when Grace first did him,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. Like this is not that simple.
Yeah.
It's going to be a buddy for Spencer because they're talking about like people's consciousness and transferring
Yeah.
the consciousness, and I was like, they're going to bring Spencer
And
back.
that's been in the game before.
They're going to
Yeah.
start Umbrella back up
Yeah.
with this new Spencer, and then they were just like, new Wesker go. And then it's like, okay.
Yeah, you know what? He fucking looked good though, didn't
He had the drip.
he?
He had the drip.
Like, he turned, when I see that thing come up and it was just him there, like,
That'd be a hell of a contract
smoking
to do.
and shit. I was
I
like, bro.
messaged
Yeah.
I messaged, I was like, when Chris Lane, I love this man, he's going to come through from the other room and he's going to say, I need to cosplay this
And
man.
I did exactly that.
Like, a day and a half later, I heard his little coming from the other room. I know your type, Chris. I knew that's what it was going to be.
He did fucking nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, his whole contribution to the plot was taking them to the umbrella.
Yeah.
That's all that he did.
That's it.
That's all that happened. He was the bus, basically.
Yeah.
Grace
To get them there.
And
Yeah.
then he's like,
Never been to
you know
Ibadan.
the password, right?
It's actually not great.
So goofy as well that like he's there and then
Yeah.
like they like push him out the way and they run and then when they come back to the same room he's just still standing there.
It's
Like,
been like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
he's just still been standing there waiting for them to come back. Like, that's so
And
goofy.
they're like,
Look at his watch. Like, look at there.
they'll be back, right? They'll be
Like, you
back.
need a bathroom break or anything, dude. What's going on?
The return of the liquors, I really
Oh,
enjoyed
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Kate was watching me play that bit, and I was like, you know what? Let's let this liquor out and just see what
However,
happens.
I liked it from the gameplayer's easy point of view, but giving you the acid that can just like one shot them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all
See,
dead.
I did enjoy that bit as Grace, but like I feel like towards the end of the game, like Grace's bits should have been longer.
Mm.
This is what I'm saying about like how all of her important gameplay mechanics from
Was
the
at the
start. And I never used the bottles, and I always put them in my like storage.
Yeah.
So when it was like, "Oh, you need bottles to make this acid," I was like,
Yeah.
"Well." So then, literally, the liquors were never a problem for the rest of the
I had
game.
exactly the
Cool
same.
thing,
And at every opportunity, I got like 2 or more liquors at the same
Yeah, yeah,
bottle.
yeah.
It's like I was like, how high can I go? Getting this many in
Yeah.
the game? How can I kite them around this corner to be together so we can get them all with one bottle?
I
And
think I got 4 with one bottle. At
Oh,
once.
my
that's
God.
nice, isn't it?
If you get an achievement for that, 'cause
No.
that should be something.
and we need to address
And then we synchronised
we
dancing.
need to address the most controversial thing. Is it Hunk?
No,
No, that was Hunk. It
Yeah.
was
it's
Hunk.
not.
That
I
was
would
Hunk.
say so.
Or,
That was-
I've seen a deep cut that it's the guy from fucking what's the game, Kate?
yeah, the
Umbrella.
Umbrella
something.
Core.
because there's a guy who like he moves like Hunk or whatever, but I
Basically, his role model Hunky.
don't think I think
But they would have called him Hunk.
they know that game failed. They know
Yeah.
that's a deep cut.
Mm.
That it's
But he-
Hunk.
It's Hunk because when you go back through the area later,
But Hunk doesn't speak. And he was very chatty.
It's fine, don't worry about it. It's Hunk.
Just saying.
Oh, I think it's
It's Hunk.
We'll find out eventually if Hunk ever turns up again. But then again, the body doesn't stay there.
Yeah.
Body goes away.
You literally go out of the room,
come
come back,
and
and he's gone. All the other buddies of everyone, like when they
Mhm.
come in, they're all still there.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
I reckon, even if it isn't Hunk, if it isn't whatever, he's still alive somewhere.
Maybe we'll get DLC because obviously he's the DLC for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, how he got in there. Yeah, maybe.
Mhm.
Mm.
Because wouldn't he have the same
The syndrome.
sickness?
Yeah, he would be. Well, because he's got mask and everything, maybe he wasn't exposed.
Is it? It's not airborne. Is it?
Yes, T-virus is there.
Yeah.
That is how it got out.
Oh. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, of course. Yeah. I thought it was just bites.
No,
No.
Bites. Yeah.
that's how it comes from under the mansion into the city.
I've never played one, so
Oh.
Hmm.
I'm waiting for the remake.
Right,
I think
maybe
I
one.
know, years
That's
ago.
how it looks in the movie, though. I've seen the movie, so that makes sense.
Oh,
That shit good movie, though. We love those movies.
but no, I feel like that part of the game. It's like to me, I got to that part, and then obviously like the ending, and it was like, oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that game is very much of like we're doing this. Oh no, you're at the end. I didn't
Yeah.
feel the big build up.
There
Like,
wasn't really a payoff.
I get that.
I mean, there was, but was it a good payoff? I think that. How do you feel about the Spencer saying he was sorry mechanic?
Yeah, because he'd done so much before, and then suddenly.
And he went on death's door, and people say that about bad people.
Yeah, no. But the problem is, he was apparently on death's door 26 whatever years ago, but he's in Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I feel they might change that in remake.
And he was still a dickhead in 5.
And he was still a bad person in 5.
That's why I reckon they'll change that in 5 remake.
And like, it's kind of like if Bin Laden was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I've built you another tower."
Like, oh my god,
Like,
it's
it
ridiculous.
just wouldn't fly, would it?
No, not really.
Yeah.
No
It's
pun intended.
it wouldn't make up for it.
It wouldn't make up for it. It doesn't, but also they do have a cure for it, so it's one of them, isn't it?
I feel like this game 9 is the ending of original Resident Evil. They put in Tricell, Umbrella, everything.
Yeah. That thing's exactly right. Yeah.
To then start kind of a fresh.
Yeah, they're even on the
I
barrels.
feel like it was what they kind of wanted to do with 7.
Yeah.
But they had to get people interested in the franchise again.
But people weren't so hot on 6.
We weren't finished. Yeah, we weren't finished.
So they had to kind of get people back in again, and now they're kind of tying this up with a bow. And with the remakes and the new, like those
They can
5,
set new things
6,
up now. Yeah.
I think we're gonna get more of this collective working in the shadows in the old games. Not just obviously they were in. They mentioned in 5. There were
So
7 and 8. They were like a thing.
they'll be mentioning Code Veronica for sure, I reckon.
This is what I feel like. This game's got a lot going on with Code Veronica, with like the clones and stuff. I feel like the Code Veronica remake is going to be extremely relevant. So I feel like this was a sort of way to sort of put
The best one.
the Umbrella stuff to bed, get rid of everything that was a loose end sort of, so that when we moving on now, it's the collective's a big bad. They're going to tie them in through all of the games so far behind the scenes, and this is sort of their like soft reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
Because they didn't have to reboot it because all the characters are so old now that it becomes unrealistic to move them forward. So they can start afresh without a full reboot making everyone unhappy.
Yeah.
This is their like sort of like loophole.
Yeah. This is them saying these aren't the problem anymore.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. I feel like this game.
There's always
was,
a bigger fish. There's a bigger problem now.
This game was just
a
like.
bigger company.
Don't worry
It's not
about
the
it.
government.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Spencer said he was sorry. There's no more Westerners. We just.
And then if
Forget
they want to
about
throw the old characters in, they can just be like, "Oh yeah, Elvis gave it slowed down their aging or whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's already like.
Jill's age slowed down for
This
the
is
little thing she had going on.
this is what I was
From
about to
5.
say.
Yeah.
In Death Island, she's got her character model from the 3 remake, and everyone was
So
like,
she's still hot good.
did like whatever Wesker do to her, did it slow down her aging process? Like, what's
We need a
going on?
Jill game, that's what we need. Although I feel the next game is going to be Chris. Because they set that up, I think.
You might get DLC for this game,
But-
Chris.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking, the rumour is it's Leon DLC and
Alyssa.
Alyssa. That's the rumour.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alyssa makes sense. Because they've got a whole
Okay.
character model for some reason. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and they've got like a usable character model apparently.
Yeah, because you get to you find out that she's not Alyssa's daughter.
Yeah, that was a bit like,
Yeah.
oh, you're just taking this baby. from
Spencer just
And you're
gave her this
fine with
baby.
that. Like, here,
Imagine
here,
if the
have this
Alyssa-
baby. Like,
Imagine
it's a
if
bit
the
weird.
Alyssa DLC is just like a remake of her story from Outbreak.
That'd be good.
I would love that. I want them to remake Outbreak. Outbreak, great game. Especially.
Would you have it the same though? The same like studio multiplayer aspect.
See, I never properly did that because it never fucking worked. But yeah, I would bring that back. I'd make it like a co-op situation.
You watch them just make Dead by Daylight again. You watch.
Yeah, literally.
But Outbreak, I really like. I would like to see him bring back more characters from Outbreak as well because they all got out.
No. She's the only one to go out.
She was the only one
She's the only one to go out.
Mm-hmm.
at the end of Outbreak.
She's the only one to go out. Canonically, she's the only one to go out.
Oh yeah, because I didn't finish Outbreak. Files 2.
Yeah, no, she's the only one to go out.
out.
That's why it's such a big deal.
We need to like talk about the actual ending because we've like jumped to and
Before
through.
we get to the ending, can I just... So, you know the bit where you play as the random girl with the random...
In the
creepy-
orphanage.
Yeah, in the orphanage.
Yeah.
Is it
With
called?
the... I don't know.
A Chloe
Yeah.
sounds right.
With the bald, red-eyed,
Yeah,
yeah.
creepy... What's the point of that?
There isn't a point.
just for fun.
There's no point, is there really? Because I thought, when we were doing it, I was like, oh, this must have been Grace when she was a kid or whatever.
No, it's
And then
just,
it's not.
no. I know what it is. It's to show you how to get into Ark.
Character.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was to show the characters how to get to Ark, but I don't know why we had to play it. And why
And it was to try and kind of explain. Chloe was the one that was underneath the clinic, wasn't she?
yeah, and it was to give you a little flashback to playing in the orphanage.
Yeah. You don't know what this. I don't think you know what this, the one in the flashback. I don't think you know what her name is.
I don't think it is.
It's not. It's not Grace.
I don't think it is.
I'm sure it
the
is
one in
Chloe.
the,
It's
I
called.
don't think
It's not Chloe either.
I don't think it's Chloe either.
It's not. We know it's not Chloe, Chris.
Yeah. So there's 3 different girls.
But there's like 12 of them.
No, I know that. But like, what's the point of this one? What happens to her?
She
got
dies.
killed.
She gets fucked up by the other ones. Yeah.
Fucking stupid section. As scary as it is, it's not needed in the game. Really.
Yeah.
It does give you some lore drops as to why they exist and what they're about. Like they're full mind transfers.
Was there
Those ones
all
are.
shit going on in the orphanage when Sherry was in the orphanage? Because that's confusing as well. Because like, isn't that a bit? When she remembered the
No,
creepy
it
one?
must have been
Was it
before
before?
because the office that you climb into to get into the tunnels to go to Ark
Yeah.
is where the chief of police is putting up all those people.
But it must be before, because right after she gets out there, she gets blown up.
Yeah. That's just a bit.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
useless sections.
it's like the games. It feels so disjointed. It's like we're doing this now. Oh, but we're doing this.
Yeah.
And now we're doing this. Oh,
There's
we're
definitely
doing
pacing
this again.
issues,
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
the pacing, it's off, and it's not as like the two stories are not as cohesive as they could be, and the characters don't mesh as well as they could have done.
F for the helicopter pilot as well.
Nah, he had bad energy. He did.
You could. I think you're right. I think you could have done a bit more. They could have done a bit more of like the Resident Evil Zero bounce between the two characters for different things, and let you do it in your own pace. And eventually you'll find out what the optimised way to do that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. They could have done that a little bit of that. But I think they literally wanted 2 different games. I'm surprised that when to finish the game, they don't just give you the option to do Gracie's sections, do Leon's sections, so you can jump back in
or
and do
even
the part
like
you want to do.
chapters to just jump into
Or
the
chapter
chapters.
select, yeah.
'Cause, like,
I'm glad they didn't do that from the start because that's what Resident 6 did, and that was the one thing I didn't like.
What,
about
having
Resident
those
6.
different separate
No, but
It was like
after you
4
complete
stories
the
that were
game,
the same
and I
story.
already played
Yeah,
ones because I didn't like be able to.
it was long.
Yeah.
Leon's was probably the only decent one.
Chris
Oh,
was
yeah.
Call of
Yeah.
Duty 5,
Good.
and
No, Chris's story in 6 was that.
I didn't
I
know
like
Yeah,
what
the
it.
killing swing.
Oh
was
no,
the fucking Wesker's kid.
Jake.
Did not like his
Jake and
character.
Sherry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the worst part of the game for me.
And what's happened to him after that?
No.
We don't talk about
No.
him.
His
But also,
Deadbeat dad.
It's living on
Sherry,
Alex Wesker and all that.
Sherry must have had a boob reduction since 6.
Chris.
Oh my goodness. It's the T-virus again.
So I have a massive in 6. Just saying.
I kept my mouth shut about Leon's new character design, so I've got nothing respectful to say. I've held it in, and Chris is just there, like, leaving it all out.
It's a valid question. Like, unless 6 currently isn't canon, and they're change that.
How old is Cherry? Cherry in
She's like 40,
in 98, she's like 8 years old. So she's born like 90. So she's like 36, 37 in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
You didn't look it, she was talking her 20s.
maybe she was going out in the field too much and the donkadonks were in the way, so she got a breast reduction.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's- Yeah, I was just curious because it's like, unless 6 isn't canon, that version of 6 isn't canon now.
I feel like they're going to
make them smaller in the remake.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe it's like the opening of Dragon Age 2 and whoever was telling the story of 6 was just exaggerating how big they were.
They won't remake 6. 6 is.
They will. Eventually they will.
No, they won't.
They will.
If they're going to remake it, they won't remake it. It'll be completely different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
6 is
5
too
and 6 they have to remake, but now they have to remake the most
big.
in terms of like
6 is too big.
change it.
Or maybe what they'll do for 6 is we'll just have that thing where they dash between different
Yeah.
stories
Yeah.
rather than giving you the options for 4 campaigns.
They have to change the most in those 2 games because that was where Resident Evil kind of derailed and then a lot of people fell off.
Remove all the Ada crap as well. Remove all
No,
that whole storyline's insane and
leave my
ridiculous.
plant-based Ada alone.
Oh my god, you vegan Ada. Like, what is going on with all of
She showed up
that?
on screen in a purple dress and not a red dress. I'm like, that's not Ada.
Literally, the whole storyline is my husband is so thirsty, you turn me into Ada. That is that whole
I
storyline.
mean, understandable.
And then she becomes
mad.
like a giant bow monster. It's great.
And it wouldn't fit into the current way Resident Evil is. It's a bit more serious than what that would allow at the moment currently.
Could
Well
have for that
said.
long because it's getting dark. I'm not.
We'll see.
But we will see, I guess, if they even bother remaking.
I think they will. Well, they're definitely doing 5 because it's
Yeah.
already been like rated apparently.
Oh.
They're doing Code Veronica. We know that's coming next year and getting announced.
Code Veronica or 5 first, do you reckon?
Code Veronica.
Yeah.
Code Veronica's going to get that's one getting announced next apparently.
No spoilers on what the Code Veronica story, but like, don't you think this one had a lot of Code Veronica vibes?
Yeah. It's they're going to be, like you said, I think Code Veronica's going to be a lot of glue. That's
Yeah.
going to bring a lot of stuff
I'm
together.
looking forward to getting Claire back. We haven't seen Claire for a while.
Mm.
Well,
They're gonna do one-
you'll see her in 5. That's Jill. What am I about? Get me.
They're
Get my ready girl.
definitely going to do 5. They're definitely going to do 6. They might as well do more. By the time they get to 6 though, because like I feel like 5 and 6 currently they're still playable. They're not. They don't feel old.
5 was never.
But by the time they get to doing,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? By the time they get to doing 5 and 6, they'll
I
start to
reckon-
feel old.
I reckon they'll do Code Veronica, and then I reckon they'll do 1.
0.
And then-
I like
No,
it.
I don't think they'll bother with 0.
I
They
reckon
should.
they'll do
They
1.
should meld 0
They are
into
doing
1.
Or
I'm
make
pretty sure
zero
they'll do-
DLC for
They'd be
it.
stupid just not to remake every single one because they're making bank by
Yeah,
doing
to be
anything.
fair.
Yeah,
They are just printing money at this
Yeah.
point.
Even if they remake Outbreak and Outbreak Files 2 at this point, people will buy it because it's one of the most popular IPs they've ever had now.
They should remake Revelations 1, but take away all the 3DS
Yeah.
add-in and just
Yeah.
make the story.
They could be doing remakes for another 10 years.
They could just do. They could
They
remake Red 1 and 2.
keep doing new games as well, so it's like it works. Like,
Yeah.
And then they can retroactively change stuff they need to change for future stories.
Yeah.
So, which I've started doing.
The people that come down the ropes at the end of this game,
Yeah.
the wolf pack,
Yeah. Chris's lot.
are they
No, right, not the people that come in and attack you.
not
No.
the people brought at the end of the game, but the
Yeah.
people that so in the correct ending, it goes into the Elpis is released.
Yeah.
The Wesker clone's like, that's not what we thought was going to happen. He injects himself because he thinks he's going to turn into
Yeah, and then he
Tyrant.
suddenly becomes a shade of pink.
Yeah.
And then Grace is like, well, it doesn't do what you think it's going to do. And then he's just like, bye. That's
Fucking-
the end of Wesker.
Like I
Wesker's
say,
behind
how,
her.
it is a bit annoying how Grace is like "Buh, buh, 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 buh," every sentence. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
but she's a normal
Shut up.
person.
Yeah, but
like,
she's
No, I
scary.
get that. But she's doing it when she's talking to a bus. Like,
Yeah.
Scary guy.
It's anxiety, Chris, as
she
well.
clearly does.
I think she did a fantastic job in
No, I think
the voice
she's
acting
good.
was
I
brilliant.
think I like her as a character, and I like the way they're going with it in terms of have a over the top action hero character and then the scared one. I think that's a good
Do you
way to
reckon
go forward.
do you reckon they're gonna have her back? Do you reckon that she'll be
Yeah.
in another game?
I think she'll be.
A staple now.
I don't think she'll
be
be
a stable.
necessarily
I think she'll return.
playable.
Yeah. Because
But I think
as
she'll be like a.
people are going to age out. Like
Yeah.
at this point, people are going to age out.
Who's the oldest out of the original crew?
Chris.
Is it
Yeah.
Chris?
Oh, Barry, technically.
Oh, yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, Barry's still
No,
around.
they never mentioned.
He'll be in a Jill game, I bet.
But after Wesker takes himself out, not Wesker Timmy Wesker takes himself out, Gideon comes in and he's like, ha, Spencer was a mad lad, this is really good because now the bioweapons arm race is over and everyone's going to fall into chaos. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm a nemesis.
Yeah.
So you kill him. And then I was like, oh my god, babes, he was a nemesis all along and you kill him.
I mean, the stupidest boss fight in the world.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that boss fight.
I don't get it because it seemed like Victor's whole thing was, I'm going to get this and destroy BOWs and,
I'm going to become a player.
and destroy their entire ecosystem. I was like, bro, we want the same thing. What the? Here you go. Take it. Go fuck them up. I don't know why you're a bad guy in this situation.
I thought he was just trying to further Spencer's research.
Yeah, so.
That he wasn't really sure what it was, and then when he gets the revelation, oh, it's actually a cure. He's like,
He's like, ha,
Bang.
genius.
But
I think he had in his mind, I just want to do whatever Spencer wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was Spencer's
Yeah.
final plan. So he just wanted to fulfill it.
so
It's
then
what he would have wanted.
it's what he would
Spencer.
yeah. Not the People's Princess, but so then you get kind of stuck down in Ark because it all gets destroyed, and they're basically both like, oh, we'll just sit down here and die together. And then
Oh, yeah.
these guys come down on a rope, and I was like, this has got to be Chris. This has got to be Chris. It's not Chris. But he says Commander Redfield sent us
The
here.
aesthetic of these people, though, in his fucking wolf pack, all wearing fucking wolf fur around their fucking top.
The furries.
And I was like, that's how they know who's the.
Imagine
saying
if they came in like Commander Redfield said all of this, and then you found out it was actually Claire, who
Oh god!
imagine.
But the way that Leon spoke about Chris in this, because he's like, "Oh, Chris was late." Like that sort of
Chris
gave
is always late.
that sort of gave me the impression that like Leon and Chris had like coordinated this before it happened. So I did think the DLC. I thought it was going to be a Chris DLC, and then
Maybe it'll be Chris and Leon.
people are saying that's the next game's going to be a Chris and Leon.
Yeah,
which,
I don't think. I think that would be the wrong way to go.
but I think
Having a
that's
Chris
something-
and a Leon both playable.
But that's something people have been wanting to see
Yeah,
for a
like
very, very
then
long
it's going
time.
to the back to the Resi 5 like action bros.
Well-
Like you need the horror side still for the new fans who have come in from 7 and 8.
Yeah, you need to
Why
retain
is
the
something
seven
new
and eight.
that's just really scary?
Chris, I don't believe Chris or Leon will be scared of it regardless. You know what I mean? So it's like they need someone who's like scared. They need that side.
A pathetic character,
They do.
basically.
They
Yeah.
do.
So after that, like they all get out onto the surface. They're cured. Leon tells Sherry he's got a cure for her, and then like some other umbrella-looking people come in and say they've killed the wolf pack and they've secured whatever it is that they're securing in that.
Did they say
kind of
they
base.
killed the wolf pack?
I
They
think
said
they've
they've
moved
like.
on, though.
I thought they said
I
they've
thought
like
they
they've
left.
been, I
I
thought
thought
they've
they
been
left.
removed.
I don't think they killed. I thought they left.
I
They've just
thought
gone.
being
Yeah.
removed was like code for like. we
Maybe
killed them.
there's a couple of stragglers around, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously there's something else going on. They are dressed like the Umbrella Elites. They have
Yeah.
the red eyes. So
Yeah.
it's not over, I guess.
But Umbrella will still be around because there was no staff in that facility. Like,
Like,
the people that were running the show.
It was kind of dead, wasn't it?
Yeah, the people that were running the show are somewhere
Well,
else.
it's a collective at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they all bought out Umbrella. Because if you read the thing at the end,
Mhm.
Yeah.
the thing at the end,
hmm
they bought out all the assets from under Spencer when they basically made him take the blame for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And then just bought the whole of Umbrella. So they have been
They're
Umbrella for
basically
a very
the
long time anyway.
Illuminati.
They're just going to
Yeah.
not use the
Yeah.
Umbrella name necessarily because now it's been badmouthed in the news fully.
Yeah.
So they'll probably just go with
Parasite.
some other fucking name. Yeah, Parasite.
and you see, it didn't really matter. That was, Blue Umbrella.
Yeah.
Well, they did. Whoever thought that was a good idea.
It's stupid.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is like her like little report is basically a retcon. And
Yeah.
this is what we're going to see echoed through the remakes moving forward is we're going to see the collective moving behind the scenes where we obviously didn't see them in the original.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, oh, they've been here this whole time. You guys just didn't know it.
Well, yeah, because they
This
say
is
like, "Oh, Mum Miranda's part of the collective."
the
and all
baker
that.
guy.
Yeah, the baker son.
Is it the brother? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one who thinks he was a sword.
The one who was
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
a lunatic.
Yeah,
with all
yeah,
the
yeah.
mushrooms.
The one that looked like Eminem.
And
Yeah.
when they remake 5 as well, they'll link a lot of choice.
So they'll be in it or something.
Yeah.
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 And like Leon says to Sherry, like, oh, Chris isn't here, but like I'm sure I'll catch up with him soon.
Chris has a tendency just to turn up at the end of game.
Yeah.
Because obviously Code Veronica, 7, 8, and then this one.
But yeah.
Turn up on time, bro. Get a watch.
He was there at the start of it.
Yeah.
He's the one that's got the actual army. He's
Yeah.
he's the guy that can
He's
actually
the
roll in
cool
and
bro,
solve,
yeah, that's true.
do the final solve of the problem.
And also, Claire didn't call Chris in Code Veronica.
No, she called Leon.
Claire
He
called
just
Leon.
came instead.
But he was busy, so he was like, go sort your sister out. So, you know, she knew
Do we
who
know
to
when that
call.
canonically is? Maybe he was busy with 4. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but this ironic set place.
He's like, sorry, I'm being some
Why
nuts,
not?
pal.
She's on the phone and she hears in the background, Buon Costello. It's like, I'm so busy right now. Claire. Oh.
But yeah, I'm excited
In a
for
minecart.
where it's going.
I'm driving.
I'm excited for where it's going in the future. Like, I think they've set a good precedent with this game in terms of having both sides, keeping both sides of the fan base happy now. Because obviously they got all the old people back. They got the new people who like 7 and 8 horror style. So if they keep it that way, I think they need to do a better job of melding that together.
Yeah.
But this is the first good try.
This is. But it's a good game. It's a good game.
It's a great game.
It's a really good game. I
It'll
enjoyed it.
probably end up on our top 10 list at the end of
It's
the year.
absolutely worth playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like don't like take any negatives saying that when it's not worth playing. It's absolutely worth playing. Really, really good game. It's probably my favourite game of the year so far. Thinking about it,
I mean, that's not a high bar.
it's not high, but what else
Come
came out this year?
Nothing.
Pokepia.
Okay, it's not my sort of game. So,
Not mine either.
yeah.
Well,
It's definitely them two.
Yeah.
Can I comment? Make any comment?
But yeah, really, really good game. Really worth playing for sure. There's a lot. If you're a fan of Resident Evil, you will love this game. There's so many callbacks.
For sure. Especially, even if like you haven't played the originals, like for me, I was getting nostalgia from playing Remake 2.
Playing just the remakes 2, 3, and 4 are set up this game.
Yeah.
They did it in that order.
I don't
for a
think
reason.
you necessarily need to play 7 and 8. Really, I mean it's additional.
No, not necessarily. No.
It helps.
No.
Because
No, you don't.
obviously, like there's additional things in that game. There's little bits in that game where you're like, oh yeah, that's from 7 and 8, like the bottle that you find.
Yeah. Like, you should play some now because they're good games.
Yeah.
But you don't. Like, there's no story linked to these really.
Not necessarily, no.
No.
Other than Mother Miranda being in pictures.
Yeah, well, that one picture there with the M on it.
Yeah, but she's also in the background of the pictures of the science crew. She's there as well.
Oh, shit, I didn't see
Yeah.
that. I didn't see that.
Did she have a wing
Tall,
about?
blonde lady.
No.
That's why I didn't know.
It's just like they're all stood there and she's just there like,
Be not afraid of this.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh, the one with Victor in
Yeah.
it. I was just because he's so. He's like even then he was like 10 feet tall.
yeah.
Have you seen the meme that's like, why every photo in Resident Evil like this? And it's
Yeah.
like a black and white photo sometimes. And it's just got some like eldritch horror.
The best one is a report. It's like, oh, we've got this monster and we've got it in this really secure location. We're going to experiment on it. It's going to be so good. And it's the next day, like,
It's got out, guys.
It wasn't.
Location was not secure.
Basically like SCP, isn't it? Yeah, it's got these things.
But yeah, very good horror game. Well, I say horror game. We're very good, like... Survival horror is having a good time right now.
Oh, it's been having a good time for the last 5 years. It's been, it's back. Survival Horror's back, baby.
Yeah. And
Big
Resident Evil
time.
started that, like, kind of like... reoccurrence of, like,
Coming back.
stuff like... I don't think Silent Hill 2 remake would have happened if they didn't get successful.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
And same with, like, Alan Wake 2 and stuff like that.
Yeah. Resident Evil 7 saved Survival Horror,
It did.
honestly.
Genuinely did. Even if people don't like that game specifically.
don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like
But, like,
that.
it saved Resident Evil as a franchise.
I think
Yeah.
Resident Evil 7 is a fantastic game. I just think it's a crap
Same.
Resident Evil game.
No, I agree with that.
I think Revelations saved the Resident Evil franchise. Revelations 2.
Revelations 2 is so good.
I think 7 was full reboot.
Yeah.
And then Revelations 2 did
7 got
so
good.
well
7
that it made it a softer reboot than necessary.
Revelations 2 saved it for the older fans who were still there. And then 7 brought in new people. I don't think Revelations 2 would have brought in any new people necessarily. Because he's starting Resident Evil at that point.
But like, so this is the problem they're going to have going forward is they've now got 2 fan bases.
Yeah.
They've got the
and
traditional Survival Horror and the new action.
That's why they had to split it into 2 and 9, and why it just feels a bit destroyed because it's 2 different styles.
Yeah.
But like they've got to figure out a way to make that
Well,
work.
like we said,
They
that
created their problem themselves.
they should continue with Revelations
Yes, they absolutely
and have that as your traditional Resident Evil.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
And then have your new style Resident Evil as the continuation of the mainline numbers.
Yeah, but then people were mad about that when they were doing 7 and 8, and then they were saying, "Oh, but your old style's in remakes." So like,
Yeah.
and now people are happy
But then-
now that they bought.
We're still going to have years of
for like the normal numbers.
Yeah,
and
you're,
stuff.
you're right. We're still going to have years of remakes. We're
Yeah.
still going to. You're definitely going to get 5. We're definitely going to get Code Veronica. And we're definitely going to
It'll
get
be
1.
interesting in the
I know,
like,
and if you do that every 3 years, that's like a decade of games still to come.
To be fair though, I think the formula of having an inexperienced character and an experienced one is
yeah, I
good.
think it works.
Like they played around with it in Village because there was a little bit where you played
Yeah,
as
you play
Chris.
as Chris, yeah.
So I think going forward, that's probably a good way for them to do it.
And I think having the choice of third person and first person is
Oh yeah, that's
good
correct.
as well.
Yeah.
Like, because even if Kate, you wanted to play 7 and 8, you probably wouldn't be able to because of motion sickness.
I
No,
wouldn't
they've
play
added third person.
They've added
That's retroactively,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
to Village.
It wasn't in there to begin with.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No, yeah. Yeah, because they had to give Ethan a face, and everyone moaned about it.
Moaning about giving him a face or moaning about the face that he got given.
Both.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why they were so hard fast on them. I'm just not seeing Ethan's face, to be honest. I made a whole big deal out of it.
Because they wanted
Really
you
bad.
to feel like you're Ethan.
No Resident Evil's ever been like that. I'm not a goo man that has a baby. I'm not.
You might be.
Maybe
Maybe
one
a
day.
good
Biggest mystery of all, though.
Let's chop off your arm and find out.
Biggest mystery of all that's divided this household, especially. Who's Leon married to?
Oh, yeah, because that's a thing that they don't even really
It's
like,
me.
lean
Every
into.
person that's messaged me about this, I've literally just been going, it's me.
Yeah.
Like, as sincerely as possible. Like, yeah, it's me. It's obviously me.
See, I don't know. Because like, originally I was like, oh, maybe it's Claire, but like, I think there's a higher chance now that it's a fucking nobody that we don't even know.
That's what I think it is.
It's probably someone we don't. It can't be Ada.
I think it's gonna be
Ada
a
wouldn't
new-
settle
a
down.
new
I'll tell
character.
you, I don't think.
It's going to be someone we don't
You
know.
don't marry you don't marry that kind of girl.
But she's not that kind of girl. She's that kind of woman because they're both in the 50s.
No, still, you don't. That's not baggage. You know what I mean? Like.
So is Leon.
Yeah, I know, but that's.
And like all their social media markets them as like soulmates and stuff.
Yeah, I get it. I don't think. So what? While he was doing all this, Ada's at home doing the cooking and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
is it?
What's the chick's name from Six?
Is it
It's not gonna be her.
Helena.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, who's the most
I've seen the
cursed?
worst. The most cursed pick. I've seen people say Ashley.
What about Angela?
Absolutely not Ashley. She's too young for him.
She's not.
She is.
In Resident Evil 4, he's 27 and she's like 19.
Too young, Corey.
He did get married then and there, but he left it 10 years. That's not an unacceptable amount of time.
Yeah, to be fair, like, the older you get, the less weird the age.
No, if he's like 40 and she's like 34.
It's still.
I've seen people saying Leon and
when
Sherry.
they met.
The age gap at their age isn't that weird, but it's the fact that.
No, but like, do you know what makes it weird?
When at the end of 2, she's like, "Can you adopt me?"
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it'd be grooming.
What makes it weird is when both her and Ashley, when they met Leon, that age, that's what makes it weird.
And it's like a power imbalance as well, isn't it?
Like it needs to be. If it's Claire or Ada, that either one of them makes
It's not going to be Claire.
I don't think it will be either.
Capcom literally commissioned Netflix to make a show to show them falling out. So the Leon and Claire ship could be like, oh no.
I don't think it'll be.
It's Chris, guys.
It's me.
Yeah,
I'm telling
I can
you.
see it being Chris.
Imagine if after all that he's actually gay and he just went for somebody else we don't know. Maybe it's Jake. Who knows? Maybe it's.
No, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily going to be.
It's another.
But then when the director had he was announced the DLC, he had these like little like cards, and he was like, and one of them was like
A bachelorette. A bachelor
Leon
show.
with a woman, like a James Bond kind of style of thing. So like, maybe I don't know, maybe they're hinting at stuff. I think they're just
It should
jokes.
just be another like DSO baddie, and we should get to play as
Yeah.
well. As much as I want it to be Ada, it doesn't make sense.
It won't be Ada.
As long as it's not Claire.
It won't
I
be
don't
Ada.
like that.
I don't know. I don't think you're never going to find out.
Maybe. I know because it's me. So like, this whole discussion
Maybe that's the point.
redundant. Like.
They want everyone to fix themselves.
Yeah.
The most sense is that it's a random that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I just had a curse thought.
Oh, no.
Oh no. It's always
Mia.
good.
No, Mia, yeah, just jumped in thinking great.
Just to make 7 and 8.
Yeah.
It's Ethan. No, Ethan's dead. Isn't he? Is Ethan dead?
And Leon's raising the goo baby.
The father that stepped up.
Oh my lord.
I've seen like people say like it's Hunnigan. That's why she's not on the.
I know.
comms.
You know what?
Oh, do you know what?
I could see that.
That's not. That's not bad. Then he makes comments in Resident Evil 4 better. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not a bad shout. That's not a bad
Because
shout.
it is weird that
What?
she's not the one on the other line.
How did we not mention that? She'd be a perfect pick, actually.
I like Hunnigan.
I'll chip him. That's it. It's Hunnigan. That's it. I've decided. Right now, it's Hunnigan.
Yeah, of all three, like out of Claire, Ada, and Hunnigan, I think
Hunnigan makes the most sense.
With Hunnigan, there.
Just Mia
Yeah.
Rachel.
She's in the films as well, isn't she, Hunnigan?
She's in a few of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
Surprised she wasn't in this one.
Well, they needed to get
So
Sherry.
you had to get Sherry in there somehow, and she's also diseased at that point.
Yeah, but look,
So,
so there's a bunch of them. Like,
Yeah.
they're not mentioned.
Rebecca.
Yeah, they've got to have.
Disease.
They've got to have enough of the goo to go around to solve everyone's problems. They could probably replicate it, and that's why I say I reckon T-Virus is done with because they're going to replicate it to the
well, they're going
point
to
where
have
it's
to. I
gonna
think that's the whole point. They give it to. But then again, did he give it to the government? Because the government's controlled by the collective, so that's an issue.
They won't be able to hide that.
They
got
gave it
to
to the BSSA, and they're not.
Yeah.
The guy who's like the bad guy in Resident Evil 6, I think his name
Simmons.
Simmons.
I bet he will be retconned collective.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just a bit out
Yeah,
there.
all the bad guys are always going to be in retroactive scientific photos. Like,
Yeah. It's smart, really, because like if they are working behind the scenes and we've never known, then it can't it's not like people can go like, well, you never told us before. Like it's a clever way to do it.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know if it was in this one or 8. I remember seeing scientific photos with some people's like faces scratched out. So like maybe they'll just add specific people to those photos that have been in the previous games.
But anyway, yeah, Resident Evil 9's a good game.
It's a good game.
It's a good game. Go play it.
Weird that the game's named after his gun.
I don't know if it is. I think it's because Spencer says the same thing,
Yeah.
True.
and I think it's more that than the
True.
gun.
Good gun. But yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think, whether you agree with our opinions or not. And yeah, like and subscribe. Bye guys.
See ya. Bye.